Beloved, I welcome you to today's episode of the Creation Series. Peace and love unto you all. Your servant prophet R33, son of the sun here once again. Today, I want to take us through the reality of the creation of Adam and Eve. Our story does not begin on Earth. It does not begin in our solar system. It begins in the vast, almost unimaginable expanse of the omniverse. This is the collection of all possible universes, a cosmic sea of existence. Within this omniverse, everything is governed by a fundamental structure of 9 dimensions. These are not merely spatial directions like length, width, and height. They are layers of reality, each vibrating at a unique frequency, each holding a different aspect of consciousness and existence. The entire omniverse is in 9 dimensions. Omniverse means everything put together in space, all universes and galaxies to the very first point of explosion of the triple dot of darkness, which scientists call the Big Bang. 9 is the highest number and the number of Adam, hence the number of all descendants of Adam. 9 is completion, and after 9 is repetition, that is from 1 to 9 again. Everything in the universe is evolving to 9. 9 space objects were used to establish or create this universe of ours, which includes the Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Uranus, Jupiter, Venus, Neptune, and Saturn. Our Sun was created 9 billion years ago, and it has already lasted 8 billion years, left with 1 billion years to explode. The project that created Adam and Eve is the Nun Project. During the Nun Project on planet Mars in the laboratory of Shinti 500,000 years ago by Enki and his wife and children, created the seed or DNA of Adamu from the DNA of Mom Ninti. This is popularly known as the upgrade of Homo erectus to Homo sapiens. They are Enki, his wife, Mom Ninti, first son, Marduk, Ningishita, who is Tehuti, Nigel, Erish Kegel, the female, who is the god of the underworld. The creation of the first human was not a simple act but a highly complex process of genetic engineering. The Anunnaki scientists, led by Enki and Ninti, understood that to create a robust and adaptable being, they needed a vast and diverse genetic library. They did not rely solely on their own DNA or the DNA of Earth's primates. Instead, they embarked on a cosmic quest, gathering genetic material from across the omniverse. They collected DNA samples from 24,000 different alien races, each contributing a unique strength, a special trait, or a particular resilience. This immense collection of genetic information was the raw material, the cosmic clay from which humanity would be sculpted. Others provided genes for heightened sensory perception, allowing for a deeper connection to the natural world. Still others offered genes for advanced intellectual capacity, creativity, and intuition. The DNA of aquatic beings gave us a connection to the oceans, while the genetics of avian races gave us the longing to fly and to reach for the stars. All of these traits were carefully cataloged and analyzed in the Martian laboratories. The Anunnaki were not just building a worker. They were weaving a tapestry of life, combining the best qualities from thousands of civilizations into a single, cohesive being. The key to combining all this diverse genetic information was a special formula, a sacred equation that balanced the physical and spiritual aspects of the new being. This formula was 18 plus 18 plus 1 equals 37. The first number, 18, represented the physical attributes, the genes for the body, its strength, its senses, and its functions. The second number, 18, represented the mental and emotional attributes, the capacity for thought, feeling, creativity, and connection. These two sets of 18 attributes, totaling 36, created a balanced and capable physical vessel. But it was the final part of the formula, the +1, that was the most crucial. This was the divine spark, the connection to the 9th dimension, the spark of consciousness itself. This was the divine spark, the connection to the 9th dimension, the spark of consciousness itself. This +1 was the Anunnaki's greatest gift. It was a fragment of their own divine essence, the gene that allowed for self-awareness, free will, and the potential for spiritual evolution. Without it, the new being would have been merely a sophisticated biological machine, an automaton. With it, the being became a true child of the cosmos, capable of asking questions, seeking meaning, and connecting with the source of all creation. The sum of the formula 37 was considered the number of prime perfection. It represented a perfectly balanced being, a harmonious blend of matter and spirit, ready to be brought into existence. This was the blueprint for Adamu, the first perfect human. After countless trials and refinements in the Martian laboratories of the Nun Project, the moment of triumph arrived. Using the genetic formula of 18 plus 18 plus 1 and the vast library of 24,000 alien genes, Enki and Mom Ninti successfully fertilized an ovum. This was no ordinary conception. The egg and sperm of a female and male Homo erectus were mixed to get an embryo. This modified embryo containing the blueprint for the first perfect human was then implanted into the womb of Mom Ninti herself. She chose to be the surrogate mother to carry the first of this new species within her. The pregnancy was carefully monitored for 9 months, a period that mirrored the soul's journey through the 9 dimensions. Mom Ninti was not just a surrogate, she was the first mother, nurturing the developing being with her own advanced Anunnaki biology and consciousness. She was the vessel that bridged the gap between the divine and the terrestrial. When the time came, she gave birth to a healthy baby boy. They named him Adamu, which means earthling or of the earth, but also carries the connotation of being made of red clay, a nod to the Martian soil where he was conceived and the reddish hue of Earth's soil. He was the first of his kind, a perfect fusion of cosmic genetics and earthly potential. But the project was not complete with only a male. To create a self-sustaining species, they needed a female counterpart. The process was repeated, but this time the goal was to create the XX female template. Using the same incredible genetic library and the same formula for perfection, they engineered a female embryo. Once again, an embryo was created from the sperm and egg of Homo erectus. Here, a rib was taken from Adam and the blood in the rib bone was mixed with the egg of Homo erectus. After another successful 9-month gestation, a baby girl was born. They named her Tiamat, even this case, a name that honors Tiamat, the ancient primordial goddess of the cosmic sea, representing the life-giving power of the divine feminine. Adamu and Tiamat were the originals, the perfected models. Adam therefore had the essence of Mom Ninti, while Eve had the essence of Adam. They were raised by the Anunnaki, taught and nurtured on Mars and Earth or Tiamat in the Garden of Eden, today's Saudi Arabia. They were beautiful, intelligent, and strong, far superior to the primitive hominids of Earth. They were the successful culmination of the Nun Project, living proof that a new, conscious species could be engineered. They were not born of dust and magic in a mythical garden, but of advanced science, cosmic wisdom, and immense love in a laboratory on another world. They were the first true humans, our direct ancestors, and their creation was the dawn of a new era for the solar system. Beloved, make time for the next episode. The next episode is about the female XX and male XY chromosomes and mitochondrial DNA and pregnancy.